Have you asked yourself or wonder why you're behaving exact way the way you're behaving? Have you asked yourself or wonder why your husband, your sister, your fiance, your child, or your spouse is behaving in a particular way? Yes, this brings us to what we call temperament. You know, there's a difference between temperament, your personality, and your character. Temperament is hereditary. 2 to 60% of who you are boils down to your temperament. Okay, there are four temperaments. We have the sanguine, the melancholic, choleric, and phlegmatic. This temperament is what makes you, in fact, is what makes you 80% of who you are is your temperament. And once you get to understand each of these temperaments, believe me, you will get to understand the reason why you're behaving the way you're behaving. You will get to understand the reason why that your husband is behaving the exact way he or is behaving. And you will also understand the reason why your wife, your child, your friend is behaving in a particular way that might seems to be very off, but that is who he or she is. Okay, let's start with sanguine. But before I continue, I want you to know that every human being have two, at least two temperaments. Some might have three, but one will supersede the other one. Yes. All right, let's start with sanguine. Who is a sanguine? Who is a sanguine? What are the things that you will see in someone's behavior and said, this person is a sanguine? Okay, let's go. Now, the trait of every sanguine is this. They are fun-loving people. Yes, they are very social. Whenever you see them, they're always very playful, very cheerful. You understand? They're very optimistic. They have this confidence. They don't like staying in a boring place. Wherever they come, they are very lively. They are talkative. They can talk for Africa. They are very loud. They are too loud. Whenever you say sanguine, mouths no dey ever close. You always gist. In fact, every sanguine is the life of a party. Yes, they're very sociable. They are independent. You understand? They are. In fact, whenever you see, they are extroverts. Let's use that word. They are highly extroverts, independent, and they're very strong. Okay, what are their weaknesses? They don't like a place that is very boring. They are fun lovers. They are very spontaneous. When I say spontaneous, is that they react so quickly and they can apologize ASAP. They are quick to apologize and they are quick to react spontaneously. But in as much as that, they are warm-hearted people. Then what are their weaknesses? Their weaknesses include that every sanguine don't like a place that is boring. The person will automatically fall sick. That is one thing about them. Not only boring, every sanguine, they are very impulsive. Yes, they are. And they are very shameless. They don't shame at all. They don't. Because of that confidence they have in themselves, they know they shame at all. They are too loud. Like too loud. You can come maybe in an event, you will see a sanguine shouting, talking loud. They don't even know how to talk quietly. It is not for them. Then another one is that they are chronically late. In fact, anything that has to do with late, leave it for sanguine. They are. And another thing is that every sanguine, they can be very forgetful because they have a lot of things to talk about. They always talk, playful, make friends easily, so they can forget. Whatever it is you want a sanguine to do for you, always remind him or her constantly, because they know they take things very serious. As you are that you're very serious, every sanguine see everything as being playful, and that is what makes them. You don't have to be angry with them because that is them. That is them. They can't even do anything about it. Yes. Another thing is that they exaggerate. Every sanguine exaggerates. You can exaggerate. Sometimes when they tell you a story, it might even appear to be unauthentic. Yes, because they will make it, wrap it, garnish it to be very beautiful. If not care, you might think that that person is actually telling you the truth, but they exaggerate things. That is one thing about every sanguine. But in as much as that, they are very cool people, they are very lovely, and they are very welcoming. They are fun to be with, if only you can actually understand them and know that this is this person's character. All right, Stay tuned to another video while we are going to elaborate on all these temperaments. Yes, and don't forget, and I will also illustrate how an individual can have more than one temperament, where one is dormant and the other one supersedes. And so I want to even to give you an insight that this temperament, with the knowledge of this temperament, can be able to know how you behave, how your husband behave, how that your child behave, and your friends behave. And with that, you can be able to know how to handle any individual that come across your way. And also, don't forget, there are two temperaments that no matter how much they cannot tally due to their individual differences. We can only handle them, but in as much as that, it needs understanding, perseverance, and tolerance for this temperament to be able to work hand in hand. Alright, stay tuned for my next video. Bye.